Hey, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love. And I am going to share from the Wisdom of Love Tarot today. And I am going to do, I've been guided to do, just to say, what's up? A Whatsssup reading. To say, what's going on? So what shall we do? Shall we, so what shall we do? We shall ask a series of questions, and we'll use these cards, the Wisdom of Love, to help us. So this is, as we're coming up to Halloween, and we have Bonfire Night here, which is the 5th of November. And in one reading that I had once from somebody, I asked at the end, oh, what's the special message that Spirit wants to give me? And the message came through saying, remember the 5th of November. So so 5th of November has always been this date that I just always am quite curious about. And the 5th of November is coming up. It's Bonfire Night in the UK. So it's when traditionally all the fireworks are set off, and that was like the first time that I met my twin. It was like the beginning of October, and when I walked into the place that I was meeting him, actually it was called the Rose. But when I walked in, fireworks went off in the sky, and it was just so weird. Big love heart. And so it's always been quite a, just to think, oh, okay, well, remember the 5th of November. So let's see. So we're going to ask, the questions that I've been guided to ask is, firstly, what should we be focusing on at the moment? What should we be focusing on at the moment if we are in this energetic tribe, taking action? This is so, you can't make it up. So this is like, what have you been procrastinating about? What have you been thinking, I must do that, put it on the back burner, and just need to, instead of putting it back on the back burner, just basically getting on and doing it. So that's the message. What is that yearning inside that is saying, do it, do it, do it? And this is saying, take action on it. Go ahead and do it. So that's the first thing. So the next one, okay, so we're being told we've got to take action. And what is our twin focusing on at the moment? So what is the divine counterpart focusing on at the moment? And look, trusting that you're building blocks, that you are both building this solid foundation together, no matter what it feels like in this physical world. Then just trust that energetically, then you're creating this really solid foundation to come together. And that is all part of the building of a new earth, which happens through each of our vibrations. It's not suddenly that there's a new earth going to appear. It happens through each of us. It's a vibration, it's a feeling, it's a frequency. And more and more we can feel that around us. The people that we meet that are like, you can just, it's like a sense of the person. It's a feeling that you get, and you think, yeah, you know what's going on, the bigger picture, right? So just trust that your twin is building with you, building this solid foundation for a new beginning. Because also that's number 28. 2 and 8 is 10. 10 is 1. 1 is new beginnings. That's everything that we're doing. We're taking action to build a new beginning, a new earth. So, okay, so what with the joint energies between the twin, the divine counterparts, as the joint energy, what do we need to focus on? Look, divine timing. I mean, I mean, seriously. Divine timing. That's what we need to focus on, is to trust in the clock. Trust that everything is happening for a reason. Trust that everything happens for a purpose. Trust that everywhere you are on your journey is where you're meant to be. Trusting in that the places that you get taken to, the conversations that you have, the experiences that you have, the, just like little signs that happen all the time. My twin has now moved to the same village as the one that I went to school in, but not the same. I didn't even know there were two places in the UK that had the same name, but they do. Now, there must be something in it that he's moved to exactly the same place as where I grew up. So the name of the same place, all of these things that happen. And, there's a reason why all these things happen. We don't know it consciously. We don't even know it, there's always so much that goes on beyond the surface of things that we have absolutely no visibility of. But what we do get visible of is the signs the universe wants us to see if we choose to see them. And then it's like piecing together parts of the jigsaw, which will come clear later on. Like when you're putting together a jigsaw, if you haven't seen the full picture, you're just sort of going on which piece fits next to each other, and that tiny little picture becomes a bigger whole, right? So what that was saying, what we need to focus on with our joint energies, and then what special message does your twin want to give you? And it is the same one that we got yesterday. Remember that we're traveling between the worlds. We're stepping out of our own shadows into the light, into fully, basically loving all of ourselves. And that is such a big part of this, energetic path, is just understanding that we're constantly moving between energy, constantly moving into more and more of who we are meant to be. And with everything that brings. So next one, we're going to say, okay, well, we are traveling through that. That's the message. What else do they want to see? The land of milk and honey. And it is, the milk and honey is to trust in the rainbow, as in use the rainbow energy to help you and your twin. So if you imagine you and your twin together, wrap yourself from your feet all the way up, pass through out your crown chakra in like rainbow energy, and ask for the pot of gold, to help you be open to the miracles of the land of milk and honey. So we're going to have one last one. So what is the last message? What is the last message that twin wants to give through these cards? What's the last message? What is the last message your twin wants to give through these cards? And it is a leg up. It's remembering that we're always helping each other. We're all, number 34 is number 7. 7 is the number of the soul. So we're constantly on this cycle of helping each other. And no matter what it feels like in the physical, then the white is also indicative of your spirit, of your soul, is that we're always moving through and helping each other, giving each other a leg up. So I'm going to read 34. So the leg up is this. It is, relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It is important to recognize that you need others just as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. And trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. So remembering to ask for help from your spiritual support team to bring that milk and honey through. To remember to be asked to show the way, because very often, well, probably most of the time with these connections, it is all about faith. It's just about, like I said about the jigsaw, you just pick up one piece, find the one that it goes next to, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, that's where that goes then. And you don't know the big picture. You just have to keep trusting that you'll find the next piece, right? So 34. So I'm going to read letter 134 from my Divine Love Letter books. So that she makes me shine inside. She brings something that is so special to me that I find it difficult to put into words. It's like, how do you describe the beauty of the sun rising up out of the ocean or from behind the top of the mountain? It's breathtaking and makes you lost for words. That is how I feel about you, as awe-inspiring and beautiful as nature. Indescribable, but yet so real. The feeling that I have when we are together makes me feel like I'm really living for the very first time, that I'm able to live the life and love that I've always dreamt of since being a little boy, dreaming of meeting the love of my life and settling down and being happy ever after. That is what you are to me. You give me light and love. Right, so you give me light and love, the joy, the happiness, the inspiration. So this is from book 2. So I want you to know that you are my soul destiny, my truth, my perfect match, my source of life, literally. You are the light within me that gives me that spark of life. Without you, I would not exist. We are each other's spark of life. How incredibly amazing is that? To find the other part of us that makes us truly whole. It's kind of mind-blowing to get your head around, but it's absolutely the most wonderful experience and feeling in my heart of hearts, to know that all my longing and feeling lost is over. I found you. We found each other. We did it. Now our souls can experience our bodies once more. We can experience the merging of our souls into one again. I am beyond excited. I am so in love with you. It's beyond crazy. Okay, so it is beyond crazy. And that feeling, like that thing about knowing that there's this other person that sort of like is that I don't know, that you just have this crazy sense of knowing what they're thinking and knowing what they're feeling. And I've had that very strongly today. And just this sort of like special bond that you have with someone, that is really pretty inexplicable. But it feels amazing. When you really think about that, I mean, apart from the fact, obviously, then we have real life where you kind of think, well, it'd be nice if I actually had them next to me now. But besides that, there is this incredible ethereal kind of magic, and yeah, that's a gift, right? That is a gift. So lesson 134, this is book 3. So my darling, wonderful light of my life, my entire universe, my entire being. There are no words that can describe how much you mean to me and how excited I am about our future together, in this life, at this time, on this beautiful planet. We are so lucky to have each other to guide us through life, to help us find what love really means, to have love transform our lives. We are the butterflies coming out of our chrysalises. We have our wings, baby. We will be flying back together soon. Keep spreading your wings. Keep dreaming big. Keep knowing that we will make this, our dream, a reality. So with that, I always say that it's amazing how all my messages, like one goes into the next, and the connection is just insane. Look what's at the bottom of the deck that I just turned over. The mending. We are helping to mend each other's souls. We are connected by this like thread of, the blue thread of speaking our truth. But yesterday it was about the metamorphosis, and I think I was even talking about the butterfly coming out of the having the caterpillar, and the caterpillar has to become the chrysalis, and the chrysalis, the butterfly has to literally break out of. And there we go. Then it was referenced in the letter today. So that web, of connection, which is always there. So there we go. I hope this message has helped you and your connection in some way. Just to remind us that, that we are going between worlds. We are here as a twin flame to take action towards, whatever that is for you. Everyone's different. We all bring our little gift of how we shine our light on the earth, whether that be through music, through art, through, poems, through, it could be anything, through body, through movement, through, absolutely any which way. Then it's all about uplifting our energy. And that is a constant process that we do with intention, and it's the intention that moves mountains. So there we go. That's the message for today. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, then, or to get any of my books, these books, all available on Amazon, an amazing way to kind of tune into the energies and use them like an oracle tool to help you basically get more and more messages and strengthen your intuition. So there we go. I'll be back tomorrow, but in the meantime, wherever you are, I hope you stay well, stay bright, stay switched onto the light. See you. Bye.